All right, you guys, I think I'm live, and I think I should be live in both places, and you should be able to hear me. All right, see if you can find me. I'm seeing if I can find myself, and let me know if you can hear me on Facebook. I see me. I'm live on Facebook. All right, now let's try YouTube. All right, YouTube, come on, YouTube. I think, let's see. I think I should be live on YouTube. I'm having trouble finding myself. Yes, I'm live on YouTube. All right, you guys. Belinda says, hello, chicas. And Vicky says, good morning. Carol says, YouTube's a thumbs up. You guys can hear me loud and clear? Oh, yes. All right, I think I might have gotten it. If you missed yesterday, I'm working with new software. And it's old dog, new tricks, you guys. Let's see here. All right, I see myself on YouTube. Now let's see. I see myself on Facebook. I don't see any comments yet, Facebook. Oh, Tony shared. All right. Okay, sorry. Let me move my mess out of the way. Everybody can hear me? Happy Friday, Sally. All right, you guys. If you didn't see my live video yesterday, I am on Android. Androids cannot go live on Facebook in landscape anymore, so it forced me to spend most of the week trying to learn new technology. And so, sorry about the rough start. I'll go back and delete the half videos with no sound. Looks like you guys can hear me fine. Nancy says, hello there on Facebook and YouTube on my TV. Oh, thank you. I'm on the big screen, huh, Nancy? Happy Friday, Marianne. Kathy says, yippee. Okay, that means you guys are hearing me loud and clear. All right, let's see. I'm taking a look back to YouTube. Vicky says, you hear me? And Dawn shared, thank you for sharing, you guys. I've got the cutest, quickest, easiest treat. Okay, so I showed you guys this in the preview when I was practicing yesterday. I saw this adorable treat box, and it's so simple. It's made with the Nested Essentials dies. So my first question for you today, YouTube and Facebook, is do you have the Nested Essentials dies? This die set is nested, 4 different shapes, and definitely not your average circles or squares set. The shapes are a little bit outside the box, but we're gonna use them to make this adorable little treat tray. All right, so the treat tray holds a Lindt truffle, and it's made with this largest rectangle with the rounded corners and the smallest little flag. All right, so do you guys have this die set? Have you seen this one? This is going to be a really fast, easy treat, something that you can reproduce for the holidays. Please make it for Christmas. If you make this for Christmas, share on the Craft Social. You guys know the Craft Social, right? All right, I'm going to show you guys. The Craft Social is our little place on Facebook. We love the group, okay? And we have built an amazing community there. So let me show you. If you go to facebook.com/groups/kitchen table stamper craft social, you'll find our little community. And so let me just, because I'm still practicing my software, let me just see if I can show you guys that. The more times I do it, the easier it will be. So bear with me. We're still practicing software while we do these lives. You guys can probably see the top of my head now as I'm trying to figure out which one. Okay, I want to show that. All right, so this is the Kitchen Table Stamper Craft Social. It's our group on Facebook. It's one that's associated with the Kitchen Table Stamper page. And if you make this adorable little treat, please share. The only rules are please use your Stampin' Up! Supplies primarily. Don't promote yourself or any other demonstrator. Please don't link away from the Craft Social. It's our place to stay and play. And yeah, that's really about it. We have a weekly craft along or inspiration challenge. You'll find them pinned at the top. And we have a beautiful community of people who love to share and inspire you to use those Stampin' Up! Supplies. All right, so that's our craft social and our little plug for it. And now I should be able to turn that right off and go back to my hands. I'm gonna get really good at this, you guys, I promise. All right, let me catch up on the comments because I've asked you guys a question. Do you have these Nested Essentials dies and do you love them? Mimi says, have it, they're the best. Vicky says, yeah. Tammy says, finally caught you live and on YouTube. Let me know how the picture is, YouTube. I've had so much trouble. I hope that my troubles are ended in broadcasting live into YouTube. Nancy says, hello from Wheaton, Illinois. Tony says, have both going right now, Facebook and YouTube. That's so funny. Carol says, yes and yes, thank you. Dawn Hitchens does not have them. All right, so they're super useful bunch of dies. Not exactly traditional shapes, so they'll add to your collection and enhance your collection of dies. We're going to use the rounded and the small banner. The small banner is really great for a tiny little greeting. Okay, so that's our Nested Essentials. Ann Goodwin shared, thank you so much. That's how we grow the Facebook page and the channel. When you guys share, that's the best compliment that you can pay me. This is super easy and fast. You guys are gonna love it, and please make it up for your favorite, from your favorite bundle. Make it up for Christmas. Show me this. Now, I got this idea from the Stampin' Up! Facebook page. One of the artisan design team members shared something similar. I think it's similar though, because you'll see that my measurements are going to be a little bit different. So if you've seen this on the Stampin' Up! Facebook page, all the credit for this idea of putting these dies together in this configuration totally goes to Stampin' Up's artisan design team. But they're so fast and easy and such a great use of these dies that I just couldn't even help it. All right, so holds a Lindt truffle. I've got the mixed bag from Costco. I love this because you can do tons of these for the holidays with a really small price tag. 5 flavors in this one is milk chocolate, dark chocolate, white chocolate, extra dark chocolate, and milk chocolate with caramel. I love that my balloons match the dark chocolate. My favorite is the extra dark though. What's your favorite? So let me know what your favorite Lindt truffle flavor is. And I'm going to show you one more thing while you guys are thinking about candy. We have a brand new card class, PDF card class, available at kitchentablestamper.com/shop. Search for the PDF store and you'll find these classes. The classes coordinate with the first 3 classes coordinate with the last 3 treat packages on my blog. So we have a Wonder Recipe number 17 card class, 3 new designs, and we're featuring the hot air balloon bundle. If you're a demonstrator and you got this bundle, or if on December 5th you're going to pre-order this bundle, why not start with a class so you can get those stamps inky and get making cards right away. The class is a PDF. It's 7 pages based on our Wonder Recipe number 17. We include the Wonder Recipes or sketches, whatever the card class is based off of. That resource is right inside the PDF, along with full color photos, measurements, supply list. It's clickable and shoppable, and step-by-step instructions. You know our PDFs, you know they're awesome. If you need a free sample of our PDFs before you buy our PDF classes, we've got one for this project that will be available at kitchentablestamper.com later tonight. Okay, so let's get started with our project here. I'm going to take a look at the comments because I want to know what you guys say about the Lindt. The dark chocolate are totally my favorite, the black ones, but I love this one too. I'm totally a dark chocolate girl. Tony likes the milk chocolate, but I like most of them. The red one, Tony, Nancy says, I'm boring milk chocolate. That's not boring. Lindt milk chocolate is not boring at all. Let's see here. Deborah said, shared to my friends in my crafty group. Thank you so much, Deborah. That means so much to me. I am so glad. If anybody knows a group that would be friendly to the content, please don't spam groups. But if you have a group that would be friendly to the content, please share the video or tag a friend if you have a friend who would love this project. It's just a simple, cute one, and it goes really fast. Now, so I have here 2 designer series paper rounded corner rectangles. I have 3 of Night of Navy. Now the reason why I did 3 Night of Navy instead of just 2 designer series paper and 1 Night of Navy is because for my design, I didn't want the inside to show the lemon lolly stars. So it's up to you whether you line your designer series paper, right? I'm lining them because I want it to be blue on the inside. If I had figured a way that I wanted to finish this with some lemon lolly on the outside, I wouldn't mind that the lemon lolly showed. If you have a paper where you love both sides and it works for your design, then you don't have to double this up. I just doubled it up because it makes everything look nice and clean in the color combination that I've got going on. And I've adhered 2 designer series paper pieces to 2 cardstock pieces, all right? And again, just in case you're just joining us, because everybody's sharing, I love that. We cut these 5 pieces, 2 designer series paper, and 3 Night of Navy using this largest die from the Nested Essentials dies. All right, so we've got those. Let's put these aside for just a minute, and we're gonna work with the remaining Night of Navy one. And I'm gonna put these aside too, just for a minute, because we're gonna bring in our Simply Score tool. And this, I might eat this before I get to the end of it. Nancy says, good tip, plus it makes them stronger. It does, especially if they're gonna travel. You're gonna take them all to school and give everybody one at school. You got the lined inside, it is going to be a little bit more sturdy than just the designer series paper. So if you're making them for table favors and you're just gonna put them all out, and your papers look great on both sides, then you're probably okay with this designer series paper. Let's see here. Everybody likes the milk chocolate, huh? Let's see. How's YouTube coming in on the favorites for the Lindt chocolates? Patty Goldberg says, my favorite is chocolate. Do you like all of them? And Mimi says, Hubs loves the extra dark, right? That's just my favorite. Tammy likes caramel. You said Costco, but what was the cost? I think they were $16.99 while they were on sale for the whole bag of them, but the cost might actually be an extra, like, I don't know, 2-3 pounds this holiday season is what the cost might actually be. Carol Schaefer says, dark chocolate for me. You're my people, Carol. All right, so I'm going to take the remaining cardstock rectangle. I want to call this an oval so bad, you guys. So if I call it an oval, just know that the little squirrels in my head are searching for the word rectangle or rounded corner rectangle, but they keep trying to hand me oval. So if they hand me oval and that's what comes out of my mouth, just know that I mean rounded corner rectangle. We're gonna score at 1/2 inch. And here's where mine varies from the one that Stampin' Up shared from the Artisan Design team. Hers was scored all the way around at 1/4 inch, which leads me to believe that the treat that was shared on Stampin' Up's Facebook group might be done with one of the smaller rectangles in the series, because if I did this at 1/4 inch, then my little inside tray would be wider than my outside cover. Do you know what I mean? So that's just my deductive work. So 1/2 inch all the way around if you're using the largest rounded corner rectangle. There's no ovals. Squoval! Mimi, I love you. That's exactly it. So we're using the squoval today. Let's work these scores with a bone folder. Patricia says, really late. Hi from Washington State. We're glad you're here. Brittany says, hey, I'm late. That's okay. I had a late start and a false start too. I'm using new software, you guys, to broadcast on both Facebook and YouTube and to broadcast in landscape, because the newest Android update for Facebook doesn't allow Androids to go landscape it. I don't know how you craft like this, you know, like it's like crafting down a bowling alley. So it's been a real rough go trying to get this set up, but it seems to be working fine. And I'm broadcasting into 2 places, which means I'm ready to take over the world, right? So we've worked our scores. Let's cut on the long side, right along the score. We're not gonna cut it out this time. We're just gonna cut right along, and we're doing it on the long side. So you guys see that? And this is kind of important because your tabs are going to wrap to the front and back, and then these are going to cover those tabs, which means you're going to have a clean inside with no tabs, and you're going to have a clean exposed edge with no tabs. So this is the way you want to do it. There will be a picture to remind you of that on the project sheet. It's important for the finish, but it's really easy to just cut the wrong side, maybe cut on the short side, or do short side, long side, short side, long side, like as you turn it around. But keep note that you want to do the long sides. I'm going to put that together with some tear and tape. Teresa says, I'm late. So glad I didn't miss much. I was trying to find my banana split bread recipe. I have bananas that need mashed. Ooh, banana split bread recipe. Is there cherries in it too, like a cherry on top? Ooh, that sounds delicious. Veronica says, I have you on the big screen. That's awesome. I don't know if I feel worthy for the big screen yet. I had a rough start today. Jan says dark chocolate Lindts are the best, right? Me too. And I love how the dark chocolate one coordinates so perfect with our little Lindt chocolate treat tray. All right, so this is what we're making if you're just joining us. And what we've done so far is cut 5 squovels, which is kitchen table stamper talk for the rounded corner rectangle, using the Nested Essentials dies. We have 3 that are Night of Navy cardstock, 2 that are designer series paper. We glued the designer series paper to the cardstock. It's going to make it more sturdy, like Nancy mentioned, and it's going to make the inside of our treat box match the outside. If you have a designer series paper with 2 sides that don't really match your project, just line them like I did. All right, so we're going to next put some tear and tape adhesive on the little tabs. You guys, I feel more like chatting than crafting. Sorry, I would like to get back to comments. My favorite part about live is when I actually get to interact with you. I mean, I could do videos all day long, but they're not as much fun as interacting with you guys. Let's see here. Nancy says that all 3 devices, all are a few seconds off. Yep, and I've also noticed that YouTube seems to be a little bit laggy to Facebook. Facebook seems to usually be a little bit ahead. Let's see. No cherries, just chocolate chips. Sounds delicious to me. I love banana bread. I haven't had any in a long time. Hey, Debbie, I'm glad you're here. Let's see here. I'm going to pop over by YouTube. The problem is, though, I do have to toggle between the 2. So if I missed your comments, please forgive me. I'm going to see what next step is. It was really hard. Violet and I worked together to get the OBS software so that we could, and then the open source plugin so that we could broadcast on 2 platforms. Now we have to see maybe if there's some kind of a plugin where I can see the comments integrated. I was using StreamYard for a little while, and it was so pixelated on YouTube. I finally canceled and said, I'll try again later, you know. But I can't see the comments integrated, so I have to kind of toggle back and forth. Julia says, late to the party as always. Happy Friday. Happy Friday to you, my friend. Patty Weed says, popped on. Hello, everyone. We're glad you're here. Patty Golrick also just made banana bread. Ooh, there's a trend. All right, so this is really important. So I'm going to stop chatting for 1 second and show you guys. I've got the tear and tape adhesive. You could use liquid glue if you want to hold it, but I did tear and tape because I'm lazy and I just wanted to grab, right? But it goes on the inside. There's definitely an inside. It's the nice, neater little piercing. The inside gets the adhesive, but the outside gets the tabs. Because what that does is as we close up these tabs, it leaves us with no tabs showing inside the tray. You can see clear inside this tray. Mine's Night of Navy, so it's a little bit harder, but there's no tabs inside there. So it's a nice little finishing detail. And then we are going to add more tear and tape adhesive, so it'll further secure these tabs, and it will add the front panels. So the front panels will completely conceal the tabs here too. So that's the trick to this. Now this is finished. There's no tabs showing on the exposed edge. There's no tabs showing on the inside. And then when we add our, I forgot the name of it already, squoval to the outside, it'll cover the tabs. They'll be sandwiched in. All right, so I'm gonna get some more tear and tape and we'll chit chat while I get it tear and tape, and then I've got to mark center before I punch for my ribbon. Otherwise, you guys know it'll be a craftastrophe because I can't see center without marking center. So that's all I'm going to do right now is just put the tear and tape, mark the center, and then punch a hole for the ribbon. All right, let's see here. Nancy says, best tip ever. Good. It'll be nice and clean too. All right. How do you spell squoval? Look up at Mimi's comment, Jackie, and write it down because we need to keep that one, I think. I can't wait till Katie hears it. Let's see here. All right, so let's see. We've talked about, if you're just joining us, do you already own the Nested Essentials dies? That is the star of the show here. And secondly, what's your favorite Lindt truffle flavor? Because it always has to turn to candy on our lives. Food and candy, banana bread, banana split bread. You know, we talk food and crafts here, I think. All right, so I'm going to remove this liner, but I'm going to put it aside. We don't want to stick these down quite yet. And it's going to take me a second to do that too, because I do it double wide. I wish Stampin' Up! Had 1/2 inch and 1/8 inch tear and tape, but if you overlap them on each other like I just did to get a better a wider strip. If you go from the top on the top one and from the bottom on the bottom one, it'll come apart, and then where it overlaps, you can just touch down. All right. Let's see here. I think my comments are a little stalled out on Facebook. Somebody say something. Something funny, Jackie. Jackie says that's why she asked, because we know our friend Katie's gonna love that squoval. It's gonna stick. We have the swoopy squares, and we have the dectangles. That's the deckled rectangles, and the deckled circles are dirkles. And now we have squovels. All right, so let me get a this thing. Simply scored tool because it's got good centering ruler on it. I put my tray somewhere safe where it won't stick to everything. I'm going to line this up, and I want it to look kind of like a sunset would, where the rainbowy colors are at the bottom. So that's why I chose that orientation. And we're going to find the center using our amazing this thing, Simply Score tool. I'm going to make a divot on one side. See, that is like as close to center as I can get. I'm going to put these together so that they're back to back and the same direction. Do you see that? And then I'm going to get my 1/4 inch circle punch. I have a little Fiskars one here, a little standard size office punch, and I'm going to punch through all the layers at one time. And there is not too far off a center, huh? I really need all the help I can get. Now we've got our tray awaiting, and we can just add these to each side of the tray. You guys like this project? It's taking longer than it should because I'm so chatty today. Mimi says every square is a rectangle, and they said we'd never use this stuff again. See, we use it every day around here. All right, so we've got our little treat box all done. Isn't that cute? If you don't have this Nested Essentials die set, check it out. It will make very fast, very cute treat boxes. And I would dare to suggest that it's possible that maybe you could do something similar with this one if it were the outsides of the box upside down. And then maybe instead of tying it, well, you could punch it and tie it, but what if you clipped it with a little clothespin or something? So I think this idea is definitely one that you can do some variations of with this die set. If you figure out a variation of it, please let us know. We want to see your creations, your treat creations, especially with this die set in the Craft Social. All right, so here's my next question for you. We did the original with Bubble Bath ribbon. We did the one on the clean video with Azure Afternoon ribbon. Which one do you like better? Whichever one seems to get the most votes is how we'll do this last one. All right, well, you guys are telling me which ribbon color you like better. I'm gonna grab some stamps and some ink and one of these. All right, the stamp sets I'm using today are both photopolymer. I'm using Hello Ladybug for the sentiment. That's from the annual catalog. So is the ribbon that we're using. We're using the, I can't remember the name of it without the bag, the sheer ribbon combo pack. So today we're going to use either Azure Afternoon or Bubble Bath. There's also Lemon Lolly in this one. And which one do we use? The Azure Afternoon or the Bubble Bath. That's from the annual catalog. And so is Hello Ladybug. This is where our greeting came from. I love this little hello. Any little greeting will do on these two banners that I cut using the Nested Essentials. It's the smallest little fishtail banner. Bubble Bath, I like both. I like Azure better. Both are super cute. Pink, Azure, pink. Oh, looks like let's see. And you guys are probably those of you that are watching on both are probably gonna vote on both platforms for your favorite. Or did I just give you guys ideas? We got Azure ×3, Bubble Bath ×1 so far. Let's see. Hey, I know. Jackie, you should count them for me. Ah, there goes the comments on Facebook again. Thank you. Blue, Bubble Bath. All right, keep them coming. So I'm going to take my little hello greeting and I'm going to stamp it all the way to the left on the basic white banner. And I'm going to set it aside and let it dry for a minute. We're going to get some white scraps and, oh, I didn't tell you guys that this is the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper from the annual catalog. Bright and Beautiful. I love the Bright and Beautiful Designer Series paper with the new Hot Air Balloons bundle. So let me show you that one. If you haven't seen this one yet, we could order this with the PPP, the product premiere pre-order from On Stage. I took advantage because I love the idea of using it in an uplifting way. Just a note to lift you up, hang in there. It's a really fun stamp set you'll see for making fast and easy cards and treats because it's stamp and die cut, no coloring, no fussy cutting, and you'll see we're going to just cruise along through this. Now, it's not available to order right now. If you're a customer, you'll be able to get that in January. If you're a demonstrator, you can get it with the pre-order starting December 5th. Now, if you are not a demonstrator, December 5th, starting December 5th is a great time to join Stampin' Up because you can get your starter kit for $99 and pick $125 of new items right out of the January-April catalog. So you can get them first, you can get them at a discount, and besides that, then your celebration pre-earn will begin. So you'll get a whole extra month of celebration. So if you've ever thought about joining Stampin' Up, the Kitchenettes would love to have you join the team. And December is a great time to do that because then you can get on the pre-order even if you're not a demonstrator because you'll have joined and your kit can be filled with these lovely things. All right, so my balloon is Azure Afternoon and Bubble Bath, and I did the Azure Afternoon first and then came back and laid the 4 alternating stripes inside. I found it easier to do that that configuration with the 2-step stamping. My basket is Berry Burst. I don't know if I told you that my sentiment was Night of Navy. All right, so let's clear these away and we'll get the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Teresa says, I have to go out and come back in. Facebook is cutting out on the sound. Grr. Oh no. How about YouTube? Is the sound good on YouTube? Let me know if I like the feedback because then we'll be able to know if it's me or if it's the platforms. Let's see here. Patty Goldrick says, punny, uplifting, right? And it is. It's just a fast way to make little treats and cards that say, hey, hello, I'm thinking of you, lifting you up, hang in there. It's a cutie set and fast and bright and adaptable. There's a beautiful paper in the suite, but as you can see, this is the annual catalog bright and beautiful paper, and it's perfect. All right, I need my little clouds These are part of that hot air balloon bundle. I love that you get the clouds. You get, of course, your dies to cut out your stamped images, but then there's also a whole nother set of balloon dies that will make it really easy to just cut cardstock in different colors and assemble them back together to make really cool balloons. So just check it out when you get your catalogs. If you are a kitchen table stamper customer, which means that you've ordered Stampin' Up products from me in the last 4 months, I've ordered your catalogs and they will direct ship to you. If you are within the sound of my voice and you have not ordered Stampin' Up products from me in the last 4 months, but you consider me your demonstrator, meaning when you place an order in the January through April catalog, you'd place it with me, and you want me to send you a catalog, please fill out our catalog request form. You can go to kitchentablestamper.com/catalog-request and fill out the simple form there, and we'll get you the catalogs. All right, so we've got our little bucket and our smaller balloon. This is the smaller one of the two, by the way, and our clouds. And you know me, I think I'm winning when I can get all the die cutting for a card or a project done in one pass. So this is nice and easy. Let's see. Thumbs up on the sound. Good sound on YouTube. Excellent. Facebook made me mad, so I'm moving platforms. Teresa, that's part of why I'm so relieved that I can broadcast on YouTube now, because Facebook is making it difficult. They're just making it more and more difficult every day. Like with the Android update that didn't allow me to broadcast directly into the platform in landscape. I had to bring in a third-party software. So I get you. Switch platforms. Let them know what you feel. Vote with your feet, right? All right, let me see. Wow, I didn't know a commercial would bust in live. Yes, it's a new Facebook thing. They're adding commercials in live videos at the beginning, at the end, on the replays, even in live. And unfortunately, I think it's just the way that the world is going, because if we don't play YouTube's advertising games with them, then they feel that they don't make enough money on my content, so they don't show it to anybody. So it's really unfortunate. But yep, it is a new YouTube thing, and unfortunately, it's just the game we have to play, because why would YouTube show my video, my replay, my live? Why would they notify people that think would enjoy the content if I don't allow them to make money playing ads? So I'm sorry, and it sucks. Facebook is cutting in and out on sound, and YouTube is playing ads. We just have to play their game, I think. All right, let's see here. We're going to decide on ribbon. So we've got for Azure Afternoon 1, 2. Let's see here. This is not totally, it's as official as I can get it count. 3, 4, 5. 5. It looks like 5. And for bubble bath, we have 1, 2, 3. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3. I should have somebody to do this for me. Jackie, where are you now when I need you? 4, 5. I think it's a tie, you guys. I really do. I think it's a tie. All right. And I don't know where Jackie went to verify that. Mary says, late, but I'm here. Oh, let me show you what we're making here. And somebody needs to be the tiebreaker. I need to know, especially if you just came in, I asked, do we do this one with the bubble bath or the Azure Afternoon? Debbie says bubble bath. You're my tiebreaker. We're doing bubble bath. All right, I hope you guys know that that's totally a little bit unofficial, because it's hard to juggle that many balls. But I think bubble bath won. All right, let's see here. We're going to check back on YouTube. All right, let's see. Nancy Clark tagged Jackie Anderson. I love that. Thank you. You guys are my buddies. All right, so we're going to do like this. I know you guys, I don't usually cut away from the spool until after I've tied so that I don't have any waste, right? But we want to thread this one on. It lays nicer if we do. So what I did was, here's one of my little tips. If you're gonna close something up with a bow and you put the ribbon from the back side to be about the length of your palm to your middle finger, your longest finger, that should be enough without much waste. All right, so just a little tip that I use. We're gonna cut that off and you'll see that we might still have a little bit of waste, but it's not gonna be a lot. It's just a little kind of hack, I guess. All right, let's cut this one with a 1/8 inch circle. We're gonna pop a little hole in there. And then we're gonna thread this one on to the front side of our treat box. Once you've got that thread on there, I'm gonna shred the ribbon just a little bit, I know it. I need to find those dental flossers. I had been on a mission looking for them, couldn't find them. You know, the little loops with the flosser, so I'll be out looking for them again. Dental flossers work really good for that. All right, so now we're going to have a little bit longer in back because it's got to come over, right? And we're gonna lift from the front. Don't twist, just lift. We're like folding, not twisting. So lift and loop, swoop over the top. Then where your finger's holding, you're gonna tuck and then pull. So now, do you see that? You've got ears up, tails down, no extra knot in the middle to cause a whole bunch of bulk or to knot it all up in case somebody wants to open it and then close it back up again. You don't have a hard knot there in the middle, and it does keep it nice and flat. So to finesse it, you're going to hold the loop and pull the tail, and then same thing with the other side, hold the loop, pull the tail. To tighten it up, you're going to pull both loops. So with that little measurement that I gave you, kind of using your hand as a hack, we're gonna just clean the tails, see? Correct that angle, get rid of that fuzz. Over here, we're just gonna clean up this angle, and that's all we threw away. So it's a pretty good hack there, in case you didn't know that one. All right, so that's all the Stampin' Up! Ribbon is gorgeous, but it's expensive, right? So don't waste the ribbon. Use the hack, tie it on the spool, but something like this where you're trying to close a package, then if you use that hand measurement, you should be pretty good. I put a little dimensional there, and I'm gonna put my tag. Now it's gonna stay exactly where I want it. Let's get some dimensionals on our balloon. Cliffy says, I wish I could play that bow tie in slow motion. I'll have to either like edit it out and do a short where you could, or just do a short video. I've been thinking about what kind of content do I want for the reels and shorts, and do I really want to start TikTok? I'm not going to think about that yet though, because you guys, I just figured out how to stream into both platforms at the same time, and now I'm tired. But that'd be good content for the reels and the shorts. All right, we've got our dimensionals on our balloon and our bucket. Let's get that off of there. Dawn says, great hack. Good, I'm glad you like it. See, worth the cost of admission, I hope. All right, let's see. How are we doing on Facebook? You guys doing all right? I see some thumbs up and some hearts. Did you guys like that hack too? All right, our bow is kind of big and loopy. Let's lift it and tuck the balloon right behind, just to the right edge. Everything's gonna lay over the top of it just a little bit, but that's okay. And then line up your bucket. I found that it's easier for me to line my bucket up straight so it doesn't look like a windstorm if I go from upside down. I don't know, just how my brain works, but it's much straighter. It doesn't look like we're ballooning in a windstorm. And then our clouds. You guys, were almost done here. Oh, this is crazy. It goes by so fast. All right, let's see. We're gonna do the bigger cloud on the tree itself, and we're gonna tuck it right underneath our balloon a bit, slide it right in there, all the way to the edge on the left, maybe even going off the edge a little bit. And then we're gonna do our little cloud. This one's gonna go past the edge of the balloon, and the balloon's on dimensional, so keep the glue all the way to the right, and then you can pop that one so that it's going off the edge of the balloon a little bit. Balloon's up in the clouds. What do you guys think of this hot air balloon bundle? All right. Did anybody else order it from the product purchase premiere? Anybody who attended on stage? Hopefully you're getting some ideas how to use it if you picked it up. Little final touch here. Uh-oh, my cloud's lifting. I don't like that. Let me add a little dot of glue. There. Let's hold that for a second. Cliffy says, I'd love to have a short. I don't do TikTok. We'll have to put a short here on YouTube. I'll even try to put my camera in the portrait position. I've been avoiding trying to do that too, and I know that it's really beneficial for those shorts. All right, so this is another sneak peek, another thing that you'll be able to add to your starter kit if you're not a demonstrator yet, but you can add this Beat Builder punch that starting December 5th with a pre-order. We're going to use the little heart and add a pop of color. I'm just going to put a little liquid glue here and pop that on. It adds a little something, kind of balances out the bucket, I think. And we need some dingles. Oh, that punch, right, Mimi? Oh, that whole suite. It's divine. If I wasn't already a demonstrator, I think this bees would have me considering a starter kit where I get the whole suite. Even the embellishments and ribbon are delightful. All right, so I've got some white sequins on this little guy here from this, I think it's Adhesive Back Trio. Yeah, Adhesive Back Sequin Trio. And then, so for those of you who had the Sweet Citrus Stamp-A-Stack class packet, here's the clear ones that were included in that. And then for this one, I thought we would use the pink ones from here and just shake it up a little bit, see how it looks. You guys can let me know which ones you like best. The clear, the pink, the cloudy white ones. I don't know, I didn't think I was gonna like the pink ones, but they look pretty nifty if you ask me. I gotta do that little triangle placement. Got some sparkle there. Ha! I can't believe it, we're all done and I survived it. I wasn't as nervous today as yesterday. Let me get my little candy. So it fits one Lindt Truffle Easy. If you want to stand them up, like on their wrapper side, you could put two side by side. So there's two side by side, so your choice, one laying in the bottom. Either way, that's what it holds. Oh, you know what I was gonna do with you guys? And I completely forgot to grab them, but I can do it still. We love to know at Kitchen Table Stamper what else fits. And I just happen to have a couple of Ghirardelli squares. So let's see if those fit. If you guys make this and you find something else that fits, or if you make it with a different bundle, we want to know, we want to see. Oh, perfect. 2 Ghirardelli squares. Perfect. Isn't that great? Okay, so there's our beautiful hot air balloon sample. It does match, if you missed us at the beginning, it matches our hot air balloons card class. Is a Wonder Recipe card class. We have added 3 brand new card classes to the Kitchen Table Stamper store. And they are $9.99. This particular one is 3 new card designs featuring Wonder Recipe number 17. And we like to include the Wonder Recipe or the sketches to the tutorials, even though you can find them for free online. But we want to have that resource right at your fingertips. It makes 6 cards, 2 each of the designs when you use the Wonder Recipe. And our card classes are $9.99, and you can grab that in the Kitchen Table Stamper store. This PDF for our project today will be entirely free on the blog. Check out kitchentablestamper.com later today for the printable project sheet. And if I were you, I would go ahead and print off this project sheet and add it into, you know, however you're going to keep your hot air balloon, whether you print it or you put it in a file on your hard drive. This PDF class can be downloaded or it could be just printed off like I did and put into a little page protector, and then you could add the project sheet from this one too. All right, so I want to show you guys just really quick where you're going to find our new PDF card classes. And if you want to stick around for 1 minute, I'll show you the other two and some sneak peeks. We just launched these classes just the other day. We launched them for Black Friday. All right, so here's the Kitchen Table Stamper website. You should see that on your screen right now. And if you go into the Kitchen Table Stamper store, if you're on a laptop, you'll see a product filter on the right-hand side. If you're on a desktop or if you're on a laptop, that's what you'll see. If you're on a mobile device, this little filter will be at the bottom of the page. Just click PDF Store, and that's where you'll find our new PDF classes. We'll be releasing new classes every month. All right, so that's the screen share. Now let me go back. Hopefully I won't have to give you all the narration as I learn how to use this even more smoothly. But that's our hot air balloon, and it matches the treat that we did today. Our other classes just released last week are Sending Cheer. It's a shortcut card sketch class. 1, 5, and 6 is what this is based on. And we also have our Merriest Trees class. And this one is a Wonder Recipe 14-15 class that makes 7 cards. All right, so check out our new PDF classes. Cruise over to kitchentablestamper.com later tonight to get your printable project sheet for this little cutie. And yeah, that's it. I did it. I did it again, you guys. Thank you for joining me live. Can't even believe it. All right, let's take a look at the comments before I get out of here. I hope everybody has a really great weekend. Cliffy says, so sad I missed that Sweet Citrus class. Oh, Cliffy, I'm sorry. They blew out like mega fast on the Black Friday sale. Oh, we were almost down to nothing by the time I came back to work on Cyber Monday. So I'm very sorry that you missed it. They blew out, but look out for our new offerings coming in the new year. We are going to keep offering classes, both PDF, like our new releases, and with packets that you can craft along, but we're just going to change it up a little bit. We'll give you more details as we finalize. We're also going to do a paper sampler. So for those of you who love the paper sampler and sketch series, we are going to do a paper sampler, but it's going to be based on a reservation system. And then if you reserve your space, we're going to send you a link to pay for it within Stampin' Up's rules, of course. And if you're paid for it, then at the crack of dawn on January 3rd, I believe it is, I'm going to order everybody's paper, hopefully get it all, and it'll be a one and done this time because of the difficulties we had with the last sampler. So just know, paper sampler, you'll be getting information to reserve your space. If you really want to join us for the paper sampler and sketch series and you already know, give me an email. We'll start a reservation list. And in the new year, we're going to have new classes, and every month we'll have new PDF classes too. All right. All right, Dawn says adorable. Thank you. Hey, Virginia, I'm glad you're here. Let's see here. Teresa says, I was on the fence about the hot air balloon bundle. You might have just pushed me over. You're very good at that, Marissa. I just help you see the things through my eyes. There is very possibly going to be some other cute little things with this. I've got it in my hands already, so I will hopefully support you with even more ideas if you do pick it up. Mimi says, love card classes. Thank you. And Gian says, love the bundle, but I haven't used it yet. No, I will, so I can make these. Oh, they're so fast and easy. Pick a paper that you love, a couple of colors of ink, and they practically put themselves together. All right, you guys, I think I lost the feed of the comments on Facebook unless somebody says something to me. I will check through the comments. I'm really grateful that you guys spent some time with me today. Have an awesome weekend, and I will see you next week. We will probably just go ahead and try with our Let's Craft Live. I was not sure how I was going to do it when I could only broadcast in portrait, but now that I'm back in business on landscape, look out for clues. I shouldn't say clues because it's not really clues, but supplies and measurements for Let's Craft Live on Wednesday. We will be live Thursday at 2 p.m. and then live again Friday on the business page at noon. All right, so that's the upcoming schedule. Oh, look at that. I'm starting to see some comments. Thank you, Kathy. All right, you guys have a great afternoon and weekend. I'm going to see if I can figure out how to stop streaming. Hopefully it'll go easier than starting streaming did today. Thanks for being patient with me. Cliffy says, don't forget to give Marisa a thumbs up. Thank you for the reminder. Those thumbs up really help. It helps the YouTube and Facebook algorithm know that we have valuable content. Thank you for the reminder. Gian says, you're amazing. No, you are. I wouldn't have any reason to do it if you guys didn't show up. So thanks for showing up, and I'll see you guys next week.